Hey, what's good with it? Back at it. Fan of the Sport podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. T Nash, Jupiter 16. Crazy week. We'll get straight to it. Let's get it.
So we about to get down to these week 5 games. It was a close one. Nance got 8-5 for the games. I got 9-4. So Titans and Cardinals. Titans got that win. Nance got the Cardinals. I had the Titans in that one. Then we got the Broncos and the Eagles. I had one against Nance Eagles. That was a tough game. Broncos got that one over the Eagles. Tampa Bay and the Seahawks, we both chose Tampa Bay. That was a 3-point win. Tough game out there. Vikings and the Browns, we both chose the Vikings. Texans and the Ravens, we both had the Texans. Dolphins, oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk about the Dolphins, man. Dolphins and the Panthers. Dolphins gave that up. You had the Panthers in that one. Yeah. Raiders, Colts, we both had the Colts. Colts got that dub. Who we got here? That's the Giants and the Saints. We both chose the Giants. Giants
Hey, the
didn't get
Saints
that win.
actually, they got to it.
Right? Exactly. They're starting to find a little flow. We'll see how that transpires. Cowboys and the Jets. We both had the Jets. We thought the Jets were gonna come through. Cowboys said not today. Lions and the Bengals. We both had the Lions. And the Lions got that dub. KC and the Jags. Such a thriller on Monday night. We both had KC. Jaguars came up. I'm sorry, Jaguars. I won't ever underestimate y'all like that again. I ain't know y'all was like that. New England, Buffalo. We both had New England. That was a nice little, how I beat Stephon Diggs seeing Buffalo Bills. But New England got the dub. And, the Commanders and the Chargers. And the Commanders got that dub. We both had the Commanders. So I ended off 9-4, Nance 8-5. It's still pretty close. We're going to see how we end up at the end of the season, who got the most wins and losses and all. But we're going to dive right into our topics right now.
So, first topic, trade deadline. Well, not too many trades happen too much, but, notable ones are Joe Flacco.
Yep, true.
And I would say the Greg Newsome and Tyson Campbell swap. I think his name is it Tyson Campbell?
Yeah, I think it's Tyson Campbell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That swap, that's actually a good move for the Jags. As for the move for the Browns, they cleared the quarterback room out a little bit more. Joe Flacco going to the Bengals. It's going to be a slight upgrade, but it's not going to be too much. It's still not a Joe Burrow, of course. As for the Browns, not to even talk about them too much. Dylan Gabriel, of course, starter. The head coach announced that Shedeur will be the backup. So that's good news for Shedeur fans. Hey, Gary, I know you lit. Let's get it.
We lit.
I told Gary that Shedeur have a chance to start in this upcoming game. For some reason, you said like they playing the Steelers. So with that defense, they will give up some plays, of course, but from watching a game so far this season, it's a bend but don't break. They will get some turnovers, like some clutch turnovers at that. And we're just going to see how it's going to play out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I was going to mention, Joe Flacco need the Pittsburgh Steelers now to complete his little Infinity Stones at the AFC North. Man has played for the Ravens, had a great start of his career at the Ravens. Then he went to the the Browns and then the Bengals now. Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting. And I agree. It wasn't like a huge upgrade from what they had, but me being a Shedeur Sanders fan, I'm just happy they made a little room so he can come in and possibly get his reps soon, man. Like I'm looking forward to that. We know he can be a starter in the league, man. It's some rookie quarterbacks, Jackson Dart. Cam Ward had his shakes. He got his first win last week. Like,
nice.
It's just certain rookies that okay, they can play, and I believe Shedeur is definitely that type. He just hasn't got his opportunity, but opportunity coming very soon. I'm looking forward to that, man. You got any bold bold trade predictions? Who you thinking?
For my notes, I said that I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles move AJ Brown,
Dang, that would be
and
tough.
I
That
also
would be tough.
said, listen, this is a crazy one. I also said I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs was to move Chris Jones.
And
Like
that's
I
even more
wouldn't be too
tough.
surprised on both of them because as for the Eagles, when it comes to AJ Brown, yes, he's a great receiver, but he just don't fit their system. Me
Yeah, he's
being a
not.
fan, I feel as if Devontae Smith is really the number one there.
Yep.
It felt like Jalen Hurts is more comfortable with going to him, clutch moments and all that. Every time, every time Jalen Hurts tried to get the ball to AJ Brown, it felt forced.
Yeah.
And also,
I don't know
I
why
feel
that
as
is.
because man, it's like they trying to. It's like they can't scheme him into the what really goes,
Until what
you
they
know,
got going on.
to the
Yeah, like
game
the
plan.
system said.
So the thing
Yeah.
is, Jalen Hurts, he can't throw the deep ball. We can see that, but when teams know that AJ Brown is the deep threat, they will take that away, and then
Right.
they would give up little slants out to things like
All the
that,
short
but
routes.
only
Yep.
for so long. Only for so long it's going to work. So then we try to go deep. We seen that it's just not. They just haven't been connecting, bro. And
Yep.
the overthrows and Jalen Hurts has a tendency. He loved throwing the ball towards the sideline, and as a cornerback, bro, hey, that's pick
They
six.
eating on that, boy.
That's
For
pick
real.
six. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were to move AJ Brown. If they were to move him, I would definitely try to get some corners out of it. The Eagles secondary is struggling. And then as for the Chris Jones' body language is showing he got his rings. He's relaxed right now.
Yeah.
You can't blame him, but at the same time, that's a horrible excuse to say it was a
Really,
fluke
though.
play. Can't listen.
Keep balling.
Trevor Lawrence is on the ground for 2 seconds.
Dog,
2 seconds
my
is a
boy
lot of time for
standing
football,
there.
bro. As soon as the play started, Chris Jones stood there. He just stood there. It's a play action. Oh,
Once he fell, he was like,
yeah.
"Oh,
He said he
like,
thought the play
bro,
was over, and
how?
and there was also talks of. There was also talks of, oh, just let them score because Patrick Mahomes, of course you got Patrick Mahomes, and I get that angle, but was that fourth down?
It was fourth
It was
down.
a fourth down
No,
play.
no,
So
no.
if he,
It was third. It was third down,
third,
and they didn't have any timeouts. So
okay.
if
Yeah,
he
if
would have got
touched
contacted,
it would have.
exactly,
Yeah,
they had
it would have
to
changed a
scramble
lot.
back.
It would have changed a lot.
Exactly, man. I was
So
upset about that, bro.
those my bold trade predictions. But I don't think it's
Yeah,
gonna happen. But that's what I
that
got for
would
that.
be. Hey, but if it do happen, we gonna be coming back. But like, hey, bro,
Oh
you
yeah,
said that. I can see that AJ Brown one happening because, like you said, like it's he's not fitting within the system they got going on. I remember when the Eagles first got him, and I was just like, yo,
it's
they
crazy.
got a
It's
dog, boy.
crazy.
Like, yo, and I don't think they didn't. So I think this is his third year with the Eagles, third or fourth year, or something
I
like that.
think it's his fourth. I think
Fourth
it's
year.
his fourth year.
Yeah. So, at the beginning he was kind of making some noise, and I feel like I don't know, it's kind of died down, man. Like the Eagles have a system right now, and like you said, it just doesn't fit him. He's like, yo, throw it deep. I'm a big physical guy. Throw it up. I'm gonna go get it. He kind of remind me of a little bit of Calvin Johnson, in a sense, and but it's just not working for him, man. Like it sucks. A trade can change a player because sometimes a
Oh,
player just
definitely.
need to fit, a certain scheme within a system. The player I think about off the back, I always think about this. Is Wes Welker, and I know, granted, yes, he went to the GOAT, Tom Brady in the GOAT, but Wes Welker was a slot receiver at the Dolphins before they, I don't know if they released him or traded him or whatever it is. He went over to the Patriots. Man, balled out, had a like career year, and every time he played against the Dolphins, he balled out against the Dolphins. So players like him, Wes Welker. I even think about Geno Smith when he went to the Seahawks. He had a nice look because he wasn't really doing much at the Jets. And then boom, he goes to the Seahawks. Now you making
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, but
Seahawks wasn't doing much.
now Gino, he butt cheeks, man.
Right. And
And
then
he's
look
stinking
at
it up right
a
now. It's
team
crazy.
switch.
It's crazy.
It could be, it's always about like the team, bro. Like, all right, how do you fit within the system and the players around you, all that. Like, you gotta have these studs. I think about, like, I mean, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's a stud, and then how they did him when he went to the Panthers. And then he had the Bucks, and then now you got some big shoes to fill because we just had Tom Brady, the GOAT, and he's like, look, I'm no Tom Brady, but yo, you balling, you are balling. You got the Bucks on the map. They still on the map, and you know every great quarterback need a great defense, and they got a great defense. So Bucks looking scary, man. Um, some other examples, bro. Daniel Jones, Colts. Colts looking nice. I know they had their little struggles here and there, but they look nice. They definitely don't look like the same team they were when they had Anthony Richardson starting. So Daniel Jones definitely bringing something different. And sometimes all you need is a different, a different, I guess a different era, different vibe. And he got a different vibe out there in the Colts. And can't forget Saquon Barkley. Soon as he gets traded, Super Bowl. Oh, and Matthew Stafford. Soon as he get traded, Super Bowl next year, instant. Like, he was out there at the Lions for so long and just wasn't working out. And boom, he goes there. But it's funny because the Lions got Jared Goff, and the Lions are like turning up. That's always going to be interesting to me. They basically was like, let's trade quarterbacks, and both of them are having pretty successful careers ever since the trade. So yeah, trades definitely can make or break a player, depending on that system that they going into and, how well they fit within the team.
And I don't know if the New York Giants got a potion or something, but it seemed like players who leave their organization the next year is fireworks. So, with that being said, this would go for sports life in general. So, a new place of scenery can really bring the best or worst out of somebody, and we see that a lot. And like you mentioned, some great examples. And an example that really stuck out to me is Baker Mayfield. You know, even starting his journey from even in college, walk on, Heisman winner, go to the Browns, started off nice, and then it got rocky, let him go. Panthers, got a little rocky on the scout team a little bit. Then he let him go, and the Bucks picked him up. Then it was nice. So sometimes some players just need, a new setting. And then for Geno Smith, for an example, that's just an example of, I don't know if it's his age or like scheme or what, but when he was with the Seahawks last season, he was solid, but it was still glimpses of holes in his game, showing the reasons to why he wasn't starting quarterback. Right. But so now you go to the Raiders, it's a lot of expectations over there. I feel so sorry for that organization, bro. Mm-hmm. Like they I don't know when the last time they had a good quarterback, bro.
Yeah,
Derek Carr was the last solid quarterback I remember that they had. But Geno Smith, man, you would think that Pete Carroll can get him together, but sometimes, it's just sometimes, man, I think Geno done. Yeah. I think he done, bro. But he did have a good switch from, the Jets, and then just getting bounced around in the league a little bit, and then landing with the Seahawks. So that's solid on his end. But I really feel as if in sports, man, we seen that in the NBA as well. It's like certain players just explode on other teams, man. So let's get it, man. In life, it's not working out. Switch teams. Shit.
Hey, for real. You gotta switch scenery.
Let's get to your Dolphins,
bro.
Yeah, let's
Should
talk about
the
those
Dolphins clean house? Question mark. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna get into this game. My emotions during this game. 17-0. I'm like, all right, cool. Yes. We just won last week, Monday night against the Jets. Now you about to, get this second game in a row. That's gonna propel the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? Start off rocky, 2 games. Didn't work out that way. I think the Panthers scored like 19 or 20 unanswered points. We had like 4 drives where we wasn't getting any progress. I think 2 of those are 3 now. I'm just like going based off memory. But once they took the lead, then I believe we took the lead back. It became like 24-20. And then Panthers have this long drive. And it be those mistakes, like those late game mistakes, pass interference. Like we seen it happen Monday night with the Jags and the KC.
Man,
Where,
penalties been a thing for a lot of teams, bro.
dog, for real,
Been a
bro, that
lot.
is gonna make just like
Either
how we was
it's
talking about. Oh, go ahead.
missed calls, either it's missed calls, or
Exactly. Oh my
it just
goodness.
seems it's like, man, it's boneheaded. Like, come on
Mental
now.
mistakes, bro.
Yep.
Like you got to be locked in. And for me, and I was saying this in our last episode, cornerbacks they don't turn their head around. If you turn your head around, you turn your head around, they won't call pass interference. If you make contact, you're playing the ball. So that's by rule, not a pass interference. But now you don't have your head turned around, you're trying to play the ball or whatever, the receiver,
And it's
you
so
hit his
strict
arm.
now. It's way more
Exactly.
strict now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's way
And
more strict
receivers are
now.
so good at like coming back to the ball and drawing that penalty. Like, bro, all you gotta do is turn around. And no. When I was playing Little League, bro, we had this drill where it was like, turn around and you find the ball. Like, I don't know. I feel like and it's not just cornerbacks. I feel like some players are like kind of shying away from fundamentals. Like they don't be rapping, they
They
just
rely
hit.
on
Like,
their athleticism, bro.
exactly.
We see that a lot.
I'm like, bro,
We see that a
fundamentals,
lot.
man. That's gonna get it done. And it's
But
only
we
a
seen it.
few players.
We seen it to where now. Sometimes your athleticism can just bail you out of situations.
Exactly.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so like we mentioned,
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes, his style of quarterback. Man, those dudes back in the day would have been so pissed off at him with the way he
Yes.
throw and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You remember they was on Tim Tebow. They was on Tim Tebow heavy talking about his sidearm throwing motion. It was bad. Like it still is. It still
It's
is
not as
bad.
good as Pat Mahomes,
but still, it's still like now. You know, they don't even talk about quarterback throwing motions no more like they used to.
Nope.
They don't even. That's not a thing no more. To me,
Nope.
it's not a thing.
Not at all, bro. So yeah, and the sidearm, like it gets you, certain angles to get the player open. Like freaking Bryce Young hit one of those on the screenplay. One of our players like jumped up and he just to the side. It could have easily been, batted down, but that side throw opened up his player. But to just get back on topic, bro, yeah, that was a harsh loss. And my question is, what is wrong with my team? Why don't they have that fire anymore? I know Tyreek Hill injured and it's not the same. Jaden Waddle did turn up this game. He did have a really nice game, and then Darren Waller. But the second half, they stopped going to him. It's like they stopped scheming up plays for your big player guys, So
I would say if I'm a GM with the Dolphins, bro, I would use Jalen Waddle as trade value. Who else could be good trade value? That's really on the offensive side. A-Chain. He'd be solid trade value too.
I don't want him to go. Don't go A-Chain.
Hey,
don't let him go.
They probably got to rebuild, man.
Yeah.
They probably got to rebuild. The McDaniels project, it worked out for a few seasons, but I feel as if the league caught on
They
to
really have, man.
what he's good at.
But so with this game, it's like, we did so many great things at the beginning. But it's like, in most teams, I feel like the Dolphins more than some teams, many teams. You gotta finish. Like you start off so hot, like keep it up. Now they know what you're doing.
That's been the theme.
Yeah,
that's been the theme.
Exactly, bro. Like switch it up. But it was 4 drives, and our defense was holding them for like it was kind of like both teams are going back and forth, and nobody was scoring. I was like, somebody going to score. They either gonna take the lead or we're gonna extend this lead. Boom, they take the lead. All right, next drive. Boom, hit Waddle on a deep throw. We take the lead back. Nah, they take the lead. Now we can't get it. And not only can we get it, we go 3 and out to finish that drive. And you had to punt it, hoping the defense get it back. Third down, what happened? Pass interference. Boom, end of the game. Like, come on. Hey, Jack Jones. I'm sorry, Jack Jones, but you got to turn your head around, man. 2 pass interference calls. One of them, yes, is questionable, but you can't give the referees like an opportunity to even think about calling it. Turn around. He did it in the end zone. We put them at the 1, and then the third down. If we had stopped him on third down, we was possibly gonna get the ball back for another opportunity to at least try. Nope, didn't happen.
So I got a question. So you said the corners gotta get their head turned around. Mm-hmm. So do you think there's a rise in, pass interference because of the talent that at the receiver position now, the speed and all that. Because you can only imagine, like,
that's true.
This Gardner receiver, even on the post, how fast and how shifty they are, bro. You're gonna want to see where they are, and you turn your head. Next thing you know, they gone.
So another thing, I'm sorry to cut you off. So because I play a little bit of corner. I think I played corner like 2 years back when I was little league. And another thing they taught us is you could feel on the receiver, so you can feel where he's at. So you kind of have an idea when they about to make a break on the ball or they're looking for it. Something they told me, your eyes get big. Do you like turn around because now they're looking for the ball?
But you know what happens when they do that?
What's up?
That's when receivers do a double move, bro. And that's when you hear the thing of getting caught looking in the backfield. Mm-hmm. That's another thing. So it's hard, bro.
It's kind of you gotta see it, because if it's like early in the, like how I say, if it's early within the route, then you gotta watch out.
If you got 5 yards. You got 5 yards to do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Basically,
corner, if you jam them, but nowadays, like I said, the receiver position is so much talent.
Yeah, bro.
You don't even see corners nowadays actually, press. Press coverage is rare because they so strong and fast. You do that, they out of there.
And I feel like the route receiver position has gotten much better than the players playing at the cornerback position. It's only a few. Like, it's a lot of receivers we can name. Like, it's a lot. Oh yeah, they nice. But like, there's only a handful of cornerbacks we could be like, they really shut down. Other ones are like,
but there's been some corners though this year so far that's on the up. You know what I'm saying? It's coming up.
Isaiah Rodgers.
I would say the guy, definitely, man. I wish the Eagles would have kept him, man.
Man.
I would say the guy I think his last name is Nixon. He's from the Packers. He's pretty solid. He's been turning up so far this season.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about.
He used to be their returner. Well, I think he still returns, but he used to be their returner, but he's still turning up though.
I agree though. I think that is what it is. The wide receiver position, they just fast and shifty. But I do miss that challenge, bro. I mean, I feel like old school players are kind of turning their head around. Like, both players are making a play at the ball, But and I feel like
too, back in the day, they let you play more. I mean, now you can't even touch nobody. You can't even tackle nobody too hard.
Man,
you can't
even say nothing.
Personal foul.
Oh man, but yeah, so the Dolphins got the Chargers this week coming up. I'm not giving up hope on my Dolphins until they say, all right, y'all not in the playoffs. But it just ain't looking too well. I'm hoping they can pull out something this week, man. Start strong, finish stronger. You know what I'm saying? As a chef, start strong, finish stronger, y'all. Come on, let's finish off.
Talk about some big games, Chiefs and Lions. What you got, bro? What you thinking, bro?
I went to college to KC, so KC's like my second home. So I'm always rooting for KC. But boy, Detroit Lions, that's been looking really good. I think they got Detroit Lions as the number 1 in power rankings.
The thing with that game, the thing with that game, like I tell a lot of people, the Lions got a great team. Don't get me wrong, they got a great team. But when it comes to primetime games, big name teams, lately they've been struggling. Struggling. But I feel as if they got something to prove, bro.
Yeah.
They really got something to prove. They hot right now. The Chiefs still trying to find their footing. But to me, I will say this: if the Chiefs lose this game, the season is over for them. I know they got Patrick Mahomes. He is a great quarterback, but looking at the Chiefs' body language, looking at their stars, of course, like I said, he's Pat. He's going to always have his head in the game. Yeah. But looking at Travis Kelce body language, looking at Chris Jones, it's looking like they mentally are not there. So if they lose this game, bro, it is going to even put them even more in a dark space. Yeah. So I don't think Rasheed Rice come back this game. I think it's next game. But the good thing is the Chiefs showed their receivers, like Pat showed, I can get the ball to these guys. My receivers, they can come through for me. It just that pick six he threw and penalties. If you erase that would have been an easy victory for them. But woulda, shoulda, the game is over.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a pivotal game for the Chiefs. They can't lose this game, and if they were to lose this game, they gotta win out at this point.
Yeah.
And it would be an easy task because the AFC is not that powerful this season.
I feel like NFC has gotten
the NFC is more lit right now.
Yeah.
The AFC, the powerhouse teams in the AFC, they kind of slow right now.
Yep. But yeah, I do got the Chiefs though. Lions coming in, Arrowhead. That's gonna be a really great game to watch. I hope it's not I hope it's as exciting as it was the Jacksonville and Chiefs game because that game was.
This game is gonna be nice. But also too, we gotta keep in mind this too. The last time the Lions and the Chiefs played, you know how that went.
Oh yeah.
I think the Lions ended up winning that game, and that's when the Chiefs the receivers was dropping every pass damn near.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's when they had Tony, and he dropped the pass, and there was a pick six.
Open.
Like,
oh my gosh, that was sad, bro. Like, all your players, not just one player, everybody. Man. Another key game. What'd you think? 49ers at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay they gonna clean them up. I think Tampa Bay is hot right now.
They really are.
Baker Mayfield is playing out his mind, bro. And I don't know if you've seen it, but they said
receiver. Oh my god, Ibuka.
Yeah, and he was cold in NCAA 25.
Hey, what? I don't even know, but what college did he go to?
Ohio State.
Okay. I don't be playing with Ohio State.
Because he was the number 2 receiver there.
Wow.
In college, he was the number 2. But I think Baker Mayfield, man, he's snapping.
Yeah,
he's snapping, bro. I wouldn't be surprised so far. He's the MVP leader so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's killing it right now.
Definitely killing it, bro. I like that team a lot, bro. I like that rookie wide receiver. I've always been a Mike Evans fan too. So, he's like a sneaky guy. He come up out of nowhere, he turn up on you. But yeah, Baker Mayfield got some weapons out there. That's gonna be a nice game to see. They play at 4:25 Eastern at Tampa Bay. That's gonna be nice. Jags and the Seahawks. The Seahawks have been both of these teams have been like teams that have I feel like, in my opinion, have caught people by surprise in a sense. Like, oh wow, they're doing really good. Especially the Seahawks with Sam Darnold taking on that starting spot. And then the Jags starting to find their identity, a really great identity with their new coach. And it's nice. And a shout out to Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, he playing both sides now. I remember at the beginning of the season, we were talking about that as far as how well is he going to do playing both sides. And he made some big plays last game versus the Chiefs. Might not have scored a touchdown or anything, but those plays he made were impactful to the game. So I got the Jags in that one.
I think the Jags gonna win that one too.
That's gonna be a fun game to watch for sure. And it's like the Seahawks, what? Thought they was done, bro. No, they not done. And again, we was talking about them trades, bro. Sam Darnold, is that like a Seahawk effect? You bring in a new quarterback and they just have a great success at the beginning. We gonna see how it pans out for Sam Darnold. Then he started his career at the Jets, if I'm not mistaken.
He started at the Jets. Then he went to the Panthers.
Geno effect.
Then he went to Then he went to the Vikings. That's when he really.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he went to the Vikings last season. Then he balled out, and now he with the Seahawks, bro.
Dang, bro, that boy out here sliding around, man. Broncos and the Jets. I got the
Broncos. Yep. Yeah, the Broncos, of course.
Definitely. Rams and Ravens.
Rams. Landslide.
We're gonna see Dallas Cowboys.
And I hate Dallas, but they gonna win. I hate them, but they gonna win, bro.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys too. Can't go after the Panthers, man. After what they did to my Dolphins last week, I'm sorry, yo. We don't got nice. Cards and the Colts. And so far, we
Man,
got the same
I'm
teams.
gonna go with the Cardinals, bro.
I'm going with the Colts on that one.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals for some reason. I don't know.
Hey,
I
feel
just
that.
feel
I feel that.
the way the season been going, bro. Ain't nothing safe right now. I got the Cardinals, bro.
You know, I felt that same way last week whenever we was picking the Titans and the Cardinals, and I went the Cardinals at first, and I was like, you know what? I got a feeling. Cam Ward, first win. And sure enough, man, I'm so happy for that, man. Goodness gracious. Seahawks at the Jags. I got the Jags.
The Jags.
Yep. Dolphins and the Chargers.
I got the Chargers on that
I already
one.
know. Come on, Dolphins. Come on, Dolphins. We got Browns and the Steelers.
Steelers gonna get that one.
Yep. I got the Steelers too. Hey, but I'm gonna have to change my pick. If they start Shadur, I'm going with the Browns.
Nah, you gotta pick the Browns in, bro.
Hey, you know what? You know what?
You never know. You never know. He may end up getting some play time in this game, bro.
I feel that. I'm gonna go with the Browns. Good luck. And it's in the division matchup. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be nice. I gotta tune into that. Love the division matchups. Pats at the Saints.
I think the Patriots gonna get that one.
I got the Saints. Oh. Only way I ever go for the Patriots is if they play in another division guy or team.
Oh, I got you. That is the division rival for the dog. Yeah, I got you.
It was like I don't like none of these teams, but I don't like the Bills more right now. So, but man, it's looking tough in the AFC East for them Dolphins. Titans, Raiders.
I think the Titans gonna win this one.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders cook, bro. You just as good as your quarterback.
Really, though.
And listen, I know Cam Ward is not, of course, he's a rookie, bro, so we can't expect much from him, but Geno Smith been in the league for about 10 years, bro, and
we've seen what he can do. You know, we've seen
and I think we've seen his peak. So it's gonna be a little tough for them, so I'm taking the Titans.
Yep. I feel like the only way the Raiders win is if they run that ball. 49ers at Tampa Bay.
Got the Bucks.
Bengals. Bay. I got the Bengals. We got the Detroit and KC.
I got Detroit.
I knew you was gonna say Detroit. Bills.
And the Falcons. I think the Bills gonna get that one.
I got the Falcons. Can't root for the Bills.
Right. Hey, Chicago and Washington. I think Chicago will get that one.
I got Chicago too.
Listen. We can talk about this on the next one, but after this game,
let's see how it transpires. Yep, I feel that
because the coach that the Bears have, it's a culture, bro. It's a different culture there. And that's just what Caleb Williams needs for his confidence and low key. Yes, they 2-2, but I think they're going to beat the Commanders, bro. If they beat the Commanders, they are contenders, dog.
Their season,
I like their coach. He's a competitor, bro.
They playing the Commanders, so you win an away game like that, primetime game. Oh my gosh, they already been winning some close ones, bro. They won that blocked field goal. Wait, did they have 2 blocked field goals for a win, or am I tripping? Anyways, they had some close games. They been coming out some close games. And I seen that locker room with Ben Johnson, bro. He got me inspired. Like, he's nice, bro. And that's usually all it takes. You find a coach. Like, I'm going to just throw in there Tua. I know he's not playing their best right now. But when Mike McDaniels initially came in, then Tua started playing better. Like, it was just something that sparked in him, that the coach brought out of him, Again, as time progresses, you got to switch it up. Because teams are going to see what you're doing, and they're going to switch it up, and basically, make these schemes to stop what you're doing, and they haven't schemed it up after the scheme, basically.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, bro. Back at it. We're gonna be back at it next week. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. T Nash, Jupiter out.